I am Zacckeri, and I'm here with Komakina Productions.
How's it going, y'all? It's Komakino Productions here with the second video. We have a special, very special guest, man. I want to treat this video, I dedicate this video to anybody who is a creative out there who wants to get started, maybe doesn't know where to start, doesn't know how to start, or they have a budget that they want to do something, but they don't know where to start. They don't have the keys to get the car going type shit. And I'm here with
Zacckeri.
Zacckeri, man. Zacckeri owns a clothing brand. He does a lot of stuff. I don't want to give it away and make it take your glory away from you, man. My very first question, I guess I want to take it back to the very beginning, man. When did you know clothing was for you? Like, not clothing, but being a creative per se, a whole personality creative.
I was working at Lowe's, and I was just having a hard day, and I was like, this isn't it. And I was already creative, so I was already pushing out, doing the parties with Blade, and all that stuff and the clothes. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just give it a chance. I quit all that, and everything started working out. So I really got to see how the clothes was doing. I knew that was for me. I knew I should never go back, and I never did.
Did you, the very beginning when you first started, I know when everybody has an idea with this, I know my first video, it isn't gonna get a lot of traction because it's a beginning idea. It doesn't have the faith behind it for people to believe in. Right. When you first started doing clothes, did you, whether maybe a parent, a girlfriend, a friend who told you, I don't know if you should do that, or it may not be the smartest thing to do, you can maybe go to college or do something cool like that?
Right. Yeah, I definitely did get questioned by everybody, but after a couple drops, 2 or 3 drops in, it started to prove itself. Look, this is kind of working out. I mean, it wasn't even crazy numbers, but it was better than what I was getting at Lowe's. You feel me? So yeah. It's okay, you see it's working, so it's translating everything that I needed to. So it was enough for them to be like, okay, just keep doing that. You're good, type of thing.
And was it your mother or father type thing?
It was kind of both, but it wasn't them telling me no. It was them look, let's go to school, let's do all that, and I still do go to school, but it's they still support that more than getting a job or anything like that.
It's just because parents do want the best for you guys. Exactly. Don't let your parents tell you can't do anything. It's because they only tell you that because they want their baby to succeed in life. They don't want their baby to be on the side of the road in 20 years just on fent. They don't want none of that shit. That's good, man. I haven't told my parents I'm doing this yet. Okay. So yeah, so that's one thing. I told my mom. She's like, "Where you going?" I told her, "I'm just going out to help a friend with the interview." I threw it, but I was subconsciously. So when she does find out, she'll notice and shit like that. But
that's the best way to do it too.
Yeah. What side of Houston did you grow up on, man?
I grew up on the southeast side of Houston.
Southeast side of Houston. Give us a street name over there, that's a common street name.
I got you. Lawndale.
Lawndale. Yeah. Shout out to Lawndale. If you're from Lawndale, if you live on Lawndale, you've been around Lawndale, this is y'all's boy, man. He's putting on, being creative, man. Do you feel like Houston is very supportive when it comes to creatives, or do you feel like it's kind of like a fuck you, my shit's better than you type area?
It definitely was like that for a long time, like a fuck you, my thing is better than you, and everybody's, it was a more competition based, probably a couple years back. Now it's definitely everybody's supporting everybody in a way. There's still that little competition factor where it's some people don't want to work with some people. You feel me?
That,
yeah, you do. You definitely need that. But you definitely also need everybody to work together.
Y'all are good. Don't worry about it. You're good.
No, but yeah, you definitely need everybody to still work together and everything, and support each other. That's the best thing you could do in this business.
And I feel I see you guys all the time, the Blade. I notice people who are all in the affiliated. You guys are all creatives, each different thing. But one thing I noticed about you, dude, and to gas you up, man, make you feel good, give you some confidence for the rest of the day. Dude, you, like you said, graphic design and clothing. So you really don't have to wait on a graphic designer, and you don't have to wait for somebody to go print your clothes for you. Exactly. And some people will tell you, say if I started to do clothes, which I really, really, really want to do, that's my heart is I want to make something and see people wearing my thing, cool shit. Yeah. How does that feel whenever you have an idea that you started started in your bedroom, and you go out and you see a random person wearing the AK-47 with the Astros logo. Does that like it's like a spiritual experience for you?
Yeah, dude. I'll get chills right now thinking about it. Like that's the best feeling ever. I was in the Heights the other day at the bars, and bro, I seen someone wearing our shirt, and it's
Just a
like
random person at the
yeah,
bar?
random person. I didn't even know who he was honestly, but I saw the back. It said From the South. This is for the From the South brand, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like people really out here wearing our stuff, and then man, we go to the Astros games, and you see the AK-47,
imagine, yeah.
you see the Hello Kitty, you know all that stuff, even the hats, and it's like oh, that's crazy because we made all that. You know the hats. Years. It's been 2 years since we dropped the hats, so it's crazy. It's like it's real surreal.
One thing, since you touched on the Hello Kitty thing, I was scoping your shit out, bro. Last night it was like 4 in the morning. Okay. I wasn't sleeping, bro. I don't know if you seen the notification last night. I was going through your shit and I accidentally liked one of your photos. I was like, nope, gotta follow now, you know? Yeah, so I was like, yeah. But I was looking at the Hello Kitty thing, and you do a great job on capitalizing what's hot. Like, you know, these girls, they love Hello Kitty. It's a whole aesthetic. And the fact that you can capitalize off that, it shows that you have an entrepreneur mindset and that maybe you weren't meant to go to school and maybe do stuff like that. Exactly. Do you feel like that is like a mindset everybody has? Is it given from birth, or can you learn that? Can you learn to capitalize on things that's hot? Is that a trait that you have, or is that something that anybody could do?
Man, that's a really good question. I'm gonna say, I honestly think that you kind of have to learn like what to capitalize off of. I feel like it's not, to me, it's not like I just know what I'm gonna work with and try to grow up on. It's like I see something, or you know, I make connections with people, all that type of stuff, and then you learn and you work with people, and then you see like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is smart to do, and this could take you up, this will bring you down, that type of stuff. So that's how I see that.
How old are you, man?
24.
24 years old. And this, you know, I would have guessed 20, 22, 23. You're very bright for your age, bro. I'm 22, so I mean, I'm right behind you, but still, like, talking to you, I do feel like I'm learning something, per se, yeah. And do you feel like, you talked about connections, do you feel like it's very important to, like, make connections out there? Like, I know people who are creatives around here, like my best friends I love with all my heart. Their only flaw is they can't get out there and meet people. Like, you know what I'm saying? That it's a flaw that everybody has. Me, myself, too. Like, I have sometimes put my pride to the side and tell people, like, oh, what's up, bro? And I just started now getting out there, meeting people, shaking hands, showing face, going to little events and stuff like that. How important is just knowing people?
That's the most important thing in this whole business scene, everything in Houston. If you don't know anybody, you're not going to get anywhere with anybody. You need to go to those events. You need to be out there meeting all these people. Literally, if you're not, then it's not going to go anywhere. Like, you have to meet all these people. Yeah, exactly. You're sitting around. Yeah.
Besides the clothes and the graphic designing, we did see work with the cameras. Can you talk a little bit more about Blade HTX and maybe something that y'all have going on, maybe an upcoming concert or...
There's no concerts that we're talking about right now, but we are dropping these hats. We're dropping some tees for the girls. It's like a crop top baby tee, and then we're dropping tees for the guys. And it's just gonna have the new logo, the 2024 logo right here in the middle, and then the hats are this one and the Atlanta one. And yeah.
Oh my God, it says Blade on it.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. We got the custom side patch too, like Blade that, side patch.
Blade all sides.
Yep.
That's a custom patch too?
Yeah, everything's custom on this hat, besides the back. Yeah.
I'll get a zoom in of the camera afterwards. Yeah. I like that, man. What are some places that somebody could go to if they're creative and they need to meet people, they need to get out there and they don't know where to go? Like, they're like, shit, he told me I need to meet people, but where do I start going in Houston to get out there and show some face and show people that I am a creative and I do want to make connections?
Right. Definitely go to concerts. Anybody that's throwing parties, anything like that. It's not even just for the party. Go to meet people. Don't even go to party. Go to meet people. Go to connect with people. Everybody out in these scenes, they do something. Like we're at a point where everybody does something. You feel me? So you don't know who does what. Just, bro, you'll run into people. Like, that's how I met some of these people around me. Like, bro, just connecting and everything. And that shit will change your life. I promise.
When you made your first piece, is it screen printing?
We do vinyl.
Vinyl. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to call it. You know, I don't want to put the screen. Everybody screen prints now. You know, so it's like it became the ghetto fashion, kind of like Gucci. Gucci became the ghetto fashion. Don't lie, Gucci is. You see the wrong people wearing Gucci nowadays. Threw it off, you know, and that's an important thing. Do you feel like your brand whenever, I don't know how many shirts you make when you do a drop, but is it important to keep it kind of rare, keep it kind of selective? You know what I'm saying? Or do you want to give your shirts to as many people as possible? Just get that shit out there, love wise.
Some pieces I would say keep rare. There's certain things you'll know exactly what it is. Like keep that rare, and there's other things you don't want to put a limit on. You want as many people as you can pushing that shit, bro. You want everybody wearing your shit. You want to be able to go like exactly like I said. You want to go to the Astros game and see people wearing your stuff, or you want to go to the party and see people wearing your stuff. You feel me? So, take that how it is.
Whenever you see somebody in your clothing, do you tell them, "Hey, I made that"? Or is it like sometimes you're like just like subtle, like you kind of like a superhero? You kind of be like, "Man, I made that," and it's just, and seeing it is enough for me.
Right. I mean, every time we see somebody, we either go up to them or like if we see them at the club, we're gonna go buy them like a shot or a drink, something. Yeah, that's just how we are.
That's love.
Yeah, me and my boy, like if we made a promise to each other. If we see them at the club, at the bar, we can go buy them a shot or a drink, whatever, and then. Even at the game, we'll buy them like the margarita at El Tempo and shit like that.
Buy them a hot dog.
Yeah, some right. Yeah, we take care of them, bro. It's not. We're not seeing hundreds of people wearing our stuff, but when we do see them, like it's that feeling. You feel me? Like it feels good. So we do buy them something. We take care of them.
That is love, and I feel like when you do a business, you kind of have to do it out of love, because nowadays we're in an age that if you fake business, it's so easy to get called out on social media. Like, say if you're doing like a buy one get one free, you could have faked it back then in the '90s when there wasn't somewhere to blast you. But now if you fake business, you get called out, your brand gets thrashed. Like, how important is it to just do stuff out of love at the very beginning and say forget the money?
You have to. If you didn't, if you're not doing anything out of love, then at first you can't just come out of nowhere and say, okay, I'm doing $100 designs. It's like, why am I gonna pay you $100 if I've never seen your work? I don't even know who you are. I started off doing $10 designs, dude, and that was 4 years ago, and I wasn't even taking it serious. I'm doing $150 designs now, so it's like a 15 times multiplier at this point. And
$150 design?
Yeah, so like we're at a different point now for sure.
Up a notch. You climbed up the ladder.
It took like 2 years, but it takes time. You gotta have a lot of work behind yourself to be able to give yourself those type of prices for sure.
And you're I talked to my last creative. I didn't ask him this question, and I was like gonna be like, I fucking forgot. I'm sorry, TJ. I still love you with all my heart, man. How important is it on those days that you feel like shit? You're like, damn it, bro. Like, I don't want to do this shit today. What's something that you do? Do you pray? Do you maybe a substance? What is something that gets you into that zone that's like on the days that you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this?
I definitely have those days where I don't want to do shit. And there's days where I don't do shit. And it's like, okay, I'll be the next day. Like, I just realized I didn't do shit all day. I didn't do shit yesterday. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I get on Instagram and I look at my homies like these. I look at them. I look at every people around me, other brands. It's like, dog, they're going crazy right now. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, just sitting here, You gotta get up off my ass and, I feel good. And it's like when you see other people, like, bro, I want to be doing just as good or better. You feel me? So, you just gotta get off your ass and look at the people around you. Like, you gotta want it. You can't just not want it, and it's not gonna go nowhere.
My next question would be, for somebody who wants to start a brand, what is something that you don't want to do at the very beginning that's like that you did that you don't regret, because we live life with no regrets around here, man. So, but like, what's something that you did at the very beginning that you're like, you wish you could have gone back and just lapped around and redid it, that you would give to a kid who wants to start?
That's a really good question. I'd say something we did back then was try to make our stuff as expensive as possible, in a way. Like we realized it's like we're trying to make the most profit we could, and that's that was being young too, like just trying to make money. Yeah. It's real. And don't get me wrong, the pieces where it was kind of expensive to make as like a 19-year-old, 18-year-old, but definitely try to, bro, give out free shit. Make your pieces cheap as you can at first. You don't want to start off having the most expensive brand, because like I said, if you don't have nothing behind you, who's gonna support that if you weren't giving out free shit? If you weren't giving out the $15 tees, $10 tees, all that stuff. So you definitely got to do that to get somewhere.
And I'm not gonna lie, this next question, it is like it's kind of like a saucy question. It's like you can answer it if you want to, because it might be giving away sauce. Okay. It's gonna say, for another kid who wants to start, I mean, where do I get these shirts to print? Like for me, my biggest thing is like I want to start, but I don't know where to get these clothes. I don't know where to get these blanks from.
Right.
What's a good site to get blanks, like a bang for your buck? You don't
Okay.
have. You can plead the fifth if you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
If need be.
No, we don't gatekeep around here. A lot of people gatekeep from us in the beginning. They know who they are for sure. Get your ass on Harwin. If you're in Houston, go to Harwin. Run down that whole block. There's blanks, everything, shirts, everything you need. All the printers, everything is on Harwin.
How much do they roughly cost?
You can get blanks cheap, like $3 blanks out there, and then the printing. I mean, it depends. It depends what you want. So you gotta really know what you want and go out there. And if you know you want, get it done that same day. You feel me? So just lock in and get your ass on Harwin for sure. And if you're not, Harwin Drive. And if you're not, I think it's Harwin Drive. And if you're not here in Houston, just go online. Literally, just Google. Google's the answer for everything. You get on Google, look up blanks. It's gonna give it to you. You get the cheap ones, the expensive ones, or whatever you want to do.
My next thing is you make clothes, hats, pins, everything. What is something that you're looking forward to make that's on your mind? Like, is it a jean, a pant, a wallet, condom, socks? Like, what is you want? Blade condoms, or like what's something that's like that's so cool that you have your mind on? That's like, okay, I want to do this next.
I got you. Have you seen the Blade condoms?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, yeah, they exist. We did that like 2-3 years ago. We did do Blade condoms. It's random. You literally go on the condom website and look up custom condoms. You can make them.
For real?
Yes, promise.
Ultra thin?
I don't remember honestly. That's crazy.
Question was, what was something that was like you want to make in the future that you have on your mind type thing? Like,
Okay, I got you.
you know what I'm saying? Different shit. So, that was out of pocket.
That was funny. More hats. I love making hats right now. Just whatever I can spell Blade out with, anything I could do. The AK hats, all that. Like I'm so excited to do hats and keep that going. Different colorways, all that.
That looks like a very quality hat too.
Yeah,
I will say, yeah. Is it a 5950?
Yes.
It is. It's a blank 5950, or is it Angels?
No, it was
Angels. Yeah, I like that.
We did our thing too.
Yeah, that's fucking genius, bro.
Thank you.
The creativity, do you feel like it's there every day? If there's certain days like where your creativity is smaller, like that's how every creative is. Like I'm not gonna lie, when I first did this last week, up until this week, I'm freaking high on motivation.
Right.
But next week, I might be shit. Do I really want to do this?
Right.
Because it's still small and I may not be seeing what I want to see.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. We gonna keep pushing these hoes out.
Right.
But it's like, what is your creative process, man? When do you get most inspired and creative? Is it morning time, middle of the day, nighttime?
It's definitely like once like 1 a.m. hits, I start getting a little creative. I'll stay up 1 to like 6 a.m. and I'm just going crazy, like just working. I can find it's hard. I can't find motivation during the day. I don't know why. That's just the way I am. My best ideas have always came like in the middle of the night. Like when you're really tired, it's like I don't know, something about it just hits.
Yeah, I get my most creativity at the night too, or inside of a shower. You ain't got nothing else to do in there.
The shower too. That's random.
Yeah, no, showers. Anytime I'm trying to like do something, I want to change my mood. I hop in the shower, 45 minutes, start thinking, plotting. But who are some other people out here in Houston that are doing it that you kind of that you can tell me about per se? Because I know a couple of the scene. You can tell them too, but like, who's somebody out here that's really doing shit? It could be anything. They could be a chef, a nail tech. Anything, bro. Anybody down here in Houston that is doing their thing, this is your moment to shout it out and let them know who's doing it right out here.
Okay, I got you. My brother Melendez, big inspiration for sure. He did all this for us. He's the reason we're here right now, for sure. He's the reason a lot of people are here right now, actually, in their place. Yeah, they should.
I've never heard nobody bash him.
Yeah, that's my brother for sure.
Out of love.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the people around me, my Blade boys from the South. Everybody around me. Lone Star. Shout out Deep Down South and my boys too. Lone Star USA. That's another brand. 2 different Lone Stars. Shout out to Throde too. That's my boy too.
Oh, what was that?
Throde.
Throde?
Yeah,
Is
Throde. It's a clothing brand. It's a clothing brand. Yeah. That's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. But for sure, all them people.
I'm gonna play that back, and I swear I'm gonna interview one of them people. Yeah. I am. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to them, man. Because like I said, I just want to bring the spotlight to people over here, and that's really good to see.
Yeah, they're all good people for sure.
And when did you meet Melendez?
I met Melendez in 2018. This is like the start of Blade. We were trying to do a party, and one of our other boys, shout out Matthew Tupreme.
Shout out Matthew Tupreme, baby.
Yeah, he put us on. He gave us a venue, and he said, "I want to do this party. Let's do it." And it was a costume party. And I mean, we didn't have a DJ, so we were scrambling looking for one. And then Melendez offered to do it, and we ended up like paying him out and everything. But he had offered to do it for free and everything too. So
For free?
yeah, because I mean, he had seen us. That party was going crazy, dude. It was like crazy retweets. This is like parties go crazy on Instagram now. They get reposted. This is back in the day, like
Twitter
bro.
days?
Yeah, Twitter
Before
days.
X.
Yeah.
Before X.
Oh
Before
my
they
God.
Elon, bro.
Yeah, no, for real.
Basically just straight porn now.
No, it
Get on
is.
there. I had to delete that bitch, bro. They pushed that shit real hard.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the good Twitter days. Yeah, like she was doing crazy retweets. Like I don't even remember the number. I couldn't give you it off the top of my head, but it was crazy. It's crazy.
For people who want to start something, like the event places,
Right.
where do you go to like maybe find an event? Like how do you get out there and find one? Like for example, say if I wanted to DJ a fucking cool ass party, like my Halloween party, where should I go to find an event? What's a little cheap warehouse that we can get out there and maybe find something?
It's different now. It's more like venues now, like concert venues. Little concert venues will let you do parties. It's very different now. Back then, you used to be able to get on like Airbnb or Peerspace. They would have their venues listed and stuff like that. You could still do that now. It's probably just a little bit more expensive. They know exactly what you're doing too, so I would keep that in mind. Yeah, just literally get on Peerspace, concert venues, all that. That's the go-to, I would say.
Appreciate that. I asked the questions for the people. You know, a lot of people they want to get started nowadays, and they feel like their life's already over because they haven't done it and they're 24 years old. You know, like it's never too late to be great. That's my favorite thing to say. Like I know people who have got it popping that I've known 31 years old or like 40 years old. Like I heard a story that it was like Rick Owens didn't get his shit, like his name really out there till he was 35, 38 years old. Like how important is it to have patience in this and not be like, oh, 1 year I'm gonna get going. 1 year Drake gonna be wearing my shit. I'm gonna have Cardi with my shit. Cardi gonna be wearing my shit. How important is it to lower expectations if need be, or how important is it to just be patient with this shit?
Right. Well, first of all, it's good to have like high expectations. You should, but don't feel bad to lower expectations too. You need patience. If you don't have patience, then you're not gonna go anywhere. Like I've pushed drops back in weeks back because like just I didn't have everything I needed. It's like you can't force a drop. You know, you can't force anything. You got to be patient. If you're not patient, everything it's not gonna go in your favor. I promise it won't. I've been there where I wasn't patient and I did a drop. It's like, bro, that whole flop like real bad. Like we didn't sell nothing damn near because I wasn't patient. It'll show when you're patient. You'll see the numbers. I promise.
It feels more organic that way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. One thing with your pieces, I see a bunch of Houston. Like you said, you grew up here. You're a Houston baby. So, how important is Houston culture to you? I mean, what music were you listening to growing up, Houston wise?
Man, a lot of. I didn't really grow up listening to Houston music. I'm gonna be honest. Like I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't start listening to DJ Screw or anything like that till probably like last year, dude. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, no bullshit. None of us did. Like, just keep it real. Let me see. So like, Houston's.
What artists were you listening to back then that maybe?
Are you talking about like Houston artists or like just in general?
We'll do in general.
Okay. Man, a lot of Drake. Like that's you gotta keep in mind that's what a lot of us grew up on. A lot of people don't want to say that, but it's true. Like
yeah, we was big, dude.
Yeah, nothing was the same. All that Views. Yeah,
Views was crazy. Views, I remember they tried to say it was a bad album. I love Views.
Yeah, no, Views is his best album, in my opinion. Yeah.
Thank you for saying
that. Come on,
man.
man.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I was up till 5 a.m. working, listening to Views like on repeat, dude. Like that's when I got a lot of my shit done for real. Like a lot of work. Yeah.
Do you do all your work inside your room, like in house, like at your bedroom? Do you have somewhere you go, or is it all inside the house?
It's all inside the room.
All inside the house. Yeah. I figured a lot of people they get started in the bedroom, you know, or like it's funny how like as a kid, did you want to do this with clothing? Was that you as a kid? Did you maybe want to be a rapper back then? I ain't gonna lie. I want to be a rapper. Right. And you're lying if you never put on the Lil Baby type beats and try to see if you got it, you know? But how important is it to, like, I guess per se, I just lost my train of thought, I'm not going to lie. I just fucking lost my shit, bro. What's your favorite food spot down here in Houston? you can give to these people who want to get active? You know, we'll do like this. Anything type of food. It could be sushi, burger, pizza.
Okay.
What's something that's down here that these people need to know about? Some good.
That's a good one.
Well, let's start. What's your favorite food? What are you feeling right now?
Like right now, I do sushi.
Sushi?
I fuck with sushi a lot. Raw sushi, that's a good spot.
Raw sushi, yeah.
Raw sushi is one of the best spots.
I know about that place too.
Yeah.
You said that.
Hell yeah, that's
And
one
I'm
of
a
the best
foodie too,
spots.
so if you say it, yeah.
Okay.
He's not lying, y'all.
Yeah,
That's that
yeah,
shit.
that's definitely one of the best spots. All these new burger places, Bun B spot, that's really
I
good.
never had Trill Burgers.
Yeah, you go get Trill Burger after this, dude. I promise, so good. It's really good. That's like the best thing I can say on right now, honestly. Like Trill Burger is my go-to too. Like I don't eat it a lot because like I be trying to eat healthy, but nah, that's definitely the spot. Yeah.
As a kid, was this what you wanted to do your whole life? Was this something else you want to maybe film movies, be a director, be a chef, be a teacher, work at the plants? You know, what did you want to do as a kid besides this? Or was this something you've always had a tunnel vision on?
I wanted to be like a photographer at first, so like that's where I started. I was taking pictures. Shout out to the shooter. He was doing these events back then, like in the middle of downtown, and we'd be out there. He'd have all these models come out, all these cars come out, and everybody would just take pictures. If you know, you know. Like if you're around, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That was like the perfect thing ever to get started. He was like really putting on for the city and everything, to like give everybody a chance to like show themselves, show their work and everything.
Look, man, I said it already. I want to make clothes, man. What's the biggest advice that you could give, like a fucking like fourth-dimensional advice you could give me to start like some like spiritual shit? Like give me some game, man. Like we want to start making clothes for the brand. Like we want to make Komakino clothes.
Right.
Like we want to do like can't give the logo out. Not yet, you know. Like you said, no gatekeeping, but I don't want, you know.
No, I feel you.
Like what should I do, man? Like what's a mental strategy or some advice you can give me? Not even like, oh, go here and buy this shirt, but like on a mental thing you can tell me to like kind of get me going and maybe, you know.
I got you. The best, I was thinking about this. Like I felt like this was gonna be a question. The best thing, no. I mean it's a good question though. Like the best thing I could tell anybody ever is about this shit is don't listen to anybody that's telling you no. That's very cliche. Like it's very cliche to say that, but bro, I've been there to where it's like someone's telling, like I'm trying to do this job and it's like, no, we got to do this. Like literally telling me no. It's like, bro, I didn't listen. I did what I wanted to do, and that was the best job we've ever had, ever. Like that was the most money I've ever seen in my life, in one drop, because I wanted to push the job back. I wanted to get what I was gonna do. I had to get my idea across. So I got my idea across, and let's just say what we had originally, we probably sold like 2 of those. And what I dropped, I don't really want to say how many we dropped, but it was the most I've ever seen in my life. I promise. Like that, we did our thing with that one for sure.
You're very humble, and I know the camera's going to appreciate you, man. And I will say thank you for that, man. You're a very bright soul, 100%.
Thank you.
How important is it, dude, whenever you, like you said, you've had a drop that was shitty?
Yeah.
Like, when you drop something that's like that, I don't know, for me, like, when my first video goes up tomorrow at 3,
Right.
and, like, I'm going to, like, it's just, I say I don't give a fuck, but, of course, I'm going to look, oh, how many likes this guy? You know, like, how important is it when something that you put your passion, that you like, bro, this shit is fire, like, I love this shit, like, you made it in your room, you're like, this is beautiful, you feel like wonderful, and then you go to put it out there and people, they may not like it or they just don't, man, they're like, man, pass by it. Like, does that hurt you? Does it teach you?
It doesn't hurt. It's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it definitely hurts when people aren't fucking with you, but it's like you gotta just take it and like it's like a growing thing. Like now now you know what people like. And just because they don't like it doesn't mean to stop making it. Definitely keep making it. Someone's gonna like it eventually.
Someone's gonna like it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was telling him too.
Yeah, it's like what you're saying too. Also, bro, we've gone and popped bottles for our worst drops. Like we're gonna celebrate a drop every time. Like after this drop next Friday, like I'll be at the club, dude. I'm gonna go celebrate. Like we've been putting a lot of work. We put a lot of work into every drop. So your worst drop, your best drop, celebrate
Still
it.
take pride in it.
Yeah, take pride in it for sure. Like don't wear that shit on your chest for sure. Keep it on your back. All that. I think that's the saying. But do that, yeah.
It is, yeah.
For sure, celebrate it.
You talked about that next drop dropping this Friday. Today is Saturday, so 6 days away. What date is that? And can you talk a little bit more about it, like what it's going to be?
Okay, I got you. It's March 1st. It's going to be this hat in black. This is the only colorway, and then the Atlanta one, it still spells Blade. Those 2 hats are dropping in all sizes. It's going to have the side patch, this one. And then, like I said, it's gonna be the cropped baby tees for the girls, or the guys if they want to. And then the regular, it's both tees are black, and it just has the new 2024 Blade logo in the middle. And then From the South is dropping next month. We're not too sure exactly. We have a couple pieces, but we still need to pick and choose like what's gonna make it. And we'll talk about that more like whenever we get
closer.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. I was I guess, like I said, scoping your Instagram. I'm looking at all this, but there was a post you made. It was 1 year in. I don't know if that was it for clothing? Was it for, what did that mean? You said, I was like looking at it last night. I was like, 1 year in and he's already like, what the fuck? I was like, God, man, this motherfucker work. I was like, what was 1 year in? Like, was it clothing? What was that? Blade?
No, 1 year in was, so like I lost my job.
Oh
like,
my God, this is inspirational.
Yeah.
Listen up, y'all.
I lost my job at a Petty Cash. Shout out Petty Cash. They was, yep, on Westheimer. Yeah, shout out Petty Cash. I was working there and like one day, like, I don't know, like got fired, all that shit. So I was like, that's when I really picked up like doing graphic design, and I was still doing like $15 flyers, $50 designs, all that shit changed within the next couple of months. I was doing $150 designs, $60 flyers, all that shit changed. So yeah, that was my 1 year in. That was my first. That was the day I got fired, a year in, because that's when I started. Like it was that same day where I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna just do this. I'm not gonna go back get a job.
You burnt the bridge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whenever you're being like doing this type of lifestyle, like being a creative, I feel like people don't take you serious, but it's only for the people who aren't creatives. Do you feel like you have to appeal to those people when your ideas, or do you only make shit that's hot for your boys because you know that they like it, and then if they like it, that they have that creative mind that somebody else will like it, per se? Like, so do you appeal more to your boys first, or do you appeal to just a random person?
We still make stuff, like we know, okay, like people are gonna buy this, like this is gonna be hot, we definitely make stuff like that. But we definitely also like make stuff like this is for me, like we want to wear this, this is for us to for our look and all that. So yeah.
How important is it making stuff for women, like letting the ladies know that man, we got love for you? We got the Hello Kitty shirt, we might have a Bratz shirt coming out. Like, how important is it to show ladies love out here?
It's very important. Don't forget the ladies.
Don't forget the ladies.
That'll change your life, putting them on, giving them the clothes, all that. They're very important, and on the money side of things, girls will spend money on the clothes before the guys do. 100%.
They want to look good.
Exactly. They want a new shirt every day, for the morning, for the night. You feel me? The guys, you'll go a week with the same shirt. You know that.
I was gonna say, in high school I was known for wearing the same shit, so I kind of related that. I feel like I would wear the same hoodie and fucking khaki short. Yeah, exactly. I was getting it down like that, and I tell you, can you give me a styling tip? Like, I just started, like, this is something I would never wear. I bought these jean shorts. I was at the thrift shop. I bought these. Just got these Dunks. I always used to hate Dunks because I hated Dunks because everybody wear them, But I seen these green ones. I like green. I just, I was gonna say I put this shit on, but I really didn't.
No, you put it on.
You think so?
Yeah.
You fuck with it?
Yeah, I like the Jordans.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Guess how much they were? Thrift shop. Guess. If you had the prices right.
That'd be like $5, $6, something like that. 10.
$750. It was something like that. $750.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
What's one fashion trend that just irks you?
Ooh. Irks me. Gallery department right now. I don't know.
Oh, it's like gallery DEP?
Not gallery department, but like the paint on the shirt. Like
the paint splatter?
This paint splatter, I just don't see it. Like I don't get why people like that, and people hype it up too. I feel it, but I also don't like that. It's me personally. I just couldn't. I don't like wearing that.
How you feel about Timberlands?
I think that's one of the best. That's one of the best trends. I would never wear Timberlands. I couldn't. But that's one of the best trends to come right now.
It's like the work. Do you fuck with the workwear?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, like Carhartt and all that.
Yeah,
hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What are a couple brands out here that that you really love? You said Carhartt. Like, what's another brand? Do you fuck with designer shit?
Yeah, I do. I really like Helmut Lang. That's like my favorite. That's my go-to like designer brand. And I look at Louis Vuitton a lot too for inspiration. But Helmut Lang's my go-to for sure. I love Helmut Lang.
You like clothes ties into being a stylist and everything like that. Have you ever thought of like taking to this next level, having a I don't know if you've already have a fashion show already, if y'all had something like that before, or like, do you want to take, like, what's the goal with this per se? Like, and maybe people say 5 years. You know, I want to live till I'm 93 years old, bro. So what's the goal for 20 years? Where do you see yourself in 20 years, like doing this, being a creative in 20 years? How different will that be?
I want to, I guess the goal is to like be able to walk into the mall and see people wear my stuff for sure. Like,
Have a storefront?
yeah, exactly. Something like that. I wouldn't say so much as a storefront like in the mall or anything, but like, you know, my own personal store or something like that, where we just sell our clothes and stuff like that. But that's the goal. Just want to be able to walk in the mall and just see people wearing my stuff. Walk anywhere, really, see people wearing my stuff. Shout out Slum Boys. You can go to the gas station. Someone's definitely going to be wearing Slum Boys tee.
Slum Boys, I see them.
Yep.
Their Instagram? What is it?
I think it's just straight Slum Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slum Boys, yeah.
You go anywhere and
We'll plug them for sure.
yeah, you
'Cause I
see
all
them.
the time, yeah.
You see them everywhere, dude.
I see them at the gym.
I want to
time at the gym.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be
everywhere.
just like that. That's like a goal in the next
How long have they
5.
been doing this?
I'm not sure. I can't really speak for them too much. I'm not too sure.
Whenever you're designing for Blade and From the South, do they give you free range, or do you have people with you and they kind of rough draft, check your thing first, or do they give you free range because they know that you the shit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get free range on everything. After I proved myself that one time, like I was telling you off camera, like with the job where they didn't want to listen, and I just said, okay, no, I'm gonna do this. I don't care what y'all say.
Like, just give me, like,
Yeah.
stop real quick. Let me do this. Show you
Yep,
guys what is
yep,
in here.
Yep.
And, yeah.
And ever since that day, it's like, okay, they say, okay, we're gonna listen to you. Like, you showed us, like, you proved yourself. Like, that definitely free range on everything.
I had a wonderful time talking to you, man. We're gonna wrap it up with this final question,
Gotcha.
and you can sit and think about it for about 2 minutes if need be. I'm a man of patience, my brother. What would you tell our future generation out there, man? People our age, 25 years old, maybe being the most, down to 17, 16, when you start like getting like what you want to do in life. Like, what would you tell those kids out there, man, who feel like they have it in them, but like they can't get it out, they can't express it, man? What's your message to them to just get them going, give them that fire, spark them up, bro? Spark them up, Zach. What would you tell them? You can take your time with this answer too. You can go ahead.
No, I got you. Like I said earlier, the best thing I could tell anybody is don't listen to anybody. That if I would have, like for me, for example, if I would have listened, I would have not known what I could have done. You feel me? So don't listen. Do what you think. Do anything you come to mind. Just do it. Just try it. You feel me? If you try it, you'll know. Like we were talking off camera. Like you said, you see me. I was DJing. Like I said, I want to be a photographer. Like I tried everything. Like it's okay to try everything. You don't got to stick to one thing. It just so happened I found graphic design as like this is what I want, and it just clicked. Like I can't tell you when I really like, besides losing my job, like I can't really say when it like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like this is what's meant for me. It kind of just happened. Yeah. After like,
so natural.
Yeah, exactly. It felt natural. Like it's okay, I'm gonna do this. Like you'll know when you found what you're gonna do. I don't know how to describe it. It's a feeling undescribable. It's gonna click. You'll know. I promise.
Guys, I had a wonderful time. I'm not gonna lie, and I never rank my interviews. Each interview is its own planet, y'all. Don't try to compare this interview to a next interview, or don't compare this interview to my next one. Each person is its own gold mine, man, and I do appreciate you so much. You taught me a lot of shit today, bro. And it was, how long have we been going for? 40 minutes, bro. You're a great guy. I love you, bro. I will say I love you just for dropping game and stuff like that, man. And where can we find your clothes? Do you want to plug anybody? This is your chance to give it to the guys, man. Give it to your guys back home. Shout out to mom, pops, God, whatever, man. Where can we find your clothes? All that good stuff.
You can find me Zackeri, Zacckeri. That's me. If you need anything, designs, anything like that, let's get your brand going, all that. And then you can find our clothes at BladeUSA, and then at FromTheSouth.tx. Website is www.fromthesouth.org, and then the Blade website is it's under construction right now.
And
but
if people want to get to work, they just DM you.
Yeah, if you want to work, just DM me. We'll get started. We get just don't bullshit. Come in, be ready to work, and we'll get your work going. And then for people I want to shout out to God for sure. Wouldn't be here without him. Shout out to my mom and dad for letting me do what I want to do, and then shout out to my people around me for sure. Everybody around me, Matt, Brian, Marcus, man, Melendez. None of us would be here without Melendez. Anybody I'm naming, my people that nobody would be here without him for sure. Like, he really put us on. I want to make sure he gets his flowers for that for sure. But yeah, shout out to all those people for sure. Shout out everybody around me. If you're around me, you know who you are. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Like, it's on the top of my head.
Yeah. We're rolling live, and it's easy to forget people, y'all.
Yeah.
It is, because it's not even forgetting. It's just he's focused on the you got
exactly.
in front of your face.
Exactly.
Hard,
Yeah.
bro.
But if you're around me, you know who you are. Shout out to you.
Love is love, though. Like, you don't gotta say your name.
Exactly.
Love is love, man. Love is love, y'all. This man is bright. He's from Houston, Texas, y'all. I'm from Houston, Texas. We want to bring the spotlight to people who matter, people who are actually doing shit, not just sitting on their ass. Yeah. But if you're sitting on your ass, he just gave you enough game to flip that shit like that, y'all. Exactly. We love each and every one of y'all. We love him. We love all y'all boys. Thank you for bringing them. Thank you for being a part of this so much, man. Peace out.